Will I ever leave San Francisco, go out on my own? My sister and my brother are living it up, jet setting all over the world, while I'm sitting right here. I'm sitting right here. Will I ever get that good job that gives me all I need? Great big house on a great big hill in the lap of luxury. Well, I'm sitting right here. I'm sitting right here. Oh, oh. Will I ever have a family who won't ever let me leave? Little ones who I take care of until they can take care of me. Well, I'm sitting right here. I'm sitting right here. Will I ever take a look back and be proud of what I've done? That I made a small dent in this tiny little speck that's floating around the sun. I'm sitting right here. I'm sitting right here. I take in the world around me. Right here is where I am. To think too far ahead turns the present into the past. Always celebrate the stillness, leave every stone unturned. I was never one for setting fires, but if they're there, I'll watch them burn. I'll watch them burn. Am I just waiting for permission by doing what I'm told? I'm a stubborn old man with his life in his hands, which isn't that much left to hold. I'm sitting right here. I'm sitting right here. But what's the point of wishing if I never make up my mind? Am I wasting life just wondering at the moment I got the time? I'm sitting right here. 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 I'm sitting right. The song is called Thoughts That I Have When I'm Not Thinking About Much. People wishing for more wishes don't know what they are missing, saying my only real wish is for more days just like this. I know it sounds a little sappy, but I wish that at least once I could cry because I was happy, not because I wasn't. Oh, these are the thoughts that I have when I'm not thinking about much. Some people shaking heads, some people shaking hands, shaking when they are agreeing, shaking when they just can't stand it. Some shaking up and down, some shaking side to side. We should all agree that this word isn't properly defined. Oh, these are the thoughts that I have when I'm not thinking about much. I am just another white guy with a guitar, and it's hard to really stand out when I walk into the bar and I see another me just standing up there playing. People say my songs are better, at least that's what I've been saying. Oh, these are the thoughts that I have when I'm not thinking about much. Oh, thoughts about this and that, and these and those, and such and such. It's only when I'm writing songs that I'm thinking about dying. Feels like writing about my life without death just feels like I'm denying it. The journey's not the destination, and the future ain't the past. If it actually was, I might have saved a lot on gas. Oh, these are the thoughts that I have when I'm not thinking about much. Oh, thoughts about this and that, and these and those, and such and such. Little songs are fragile, but they can pack a punch. They're delicate but unbreakable. You can look but you can't touch. Well, people say music is medicine. Oh, don't be so dramatic. I think Tylenol is medicine. This music here is magic. Oh, these are the thoughts that I have when I'm not thinking about much. Oh, thoughts about this and that, and these and those, and such and such. And these are the songs that I sing. Oh, you can look but you can't touch. And these are the thoughts that I have when I'm not thinking about much. Thoughts that I have when I'm not thinking about much. If you celebrate a sunset, you gotta shiver through the darkness, get sweaty in the sunlight to be deserving of a good, good life. If you wanna be an earthling, you gotta get a little dirty. You can wait until the glory to wash it all clean. If you want to see the sunrise, you gotta get up in the morning. If you want to see the sunset, you gotta make it through the day. But if you want to take the long road, you got to get to walking. If you want to cast a shadow, you gotta get in the sun's way. But if you celebrate a sunset, you gotta shiver through the darkness, get sweaty in the sunlight to be deserving of a good, good life. If you want to be an earthling, you gotta get a little dirty. You can wait until the glory to wash it all clean. If you want to see time fly, you gotta be patient. But if you want to be the right guy, you gotta make a few changes. But if you want to be the bad boy, you gotta make a few enemies. If you want to be remembered, you gotta make a few memories. But if you celebrate a sunset, you gotta shiver through the darkness, get sweaty in the sunlight to be deserving of a good, good it on clean. Life is full of bad choices, stupid decisions, terrible voices, and even worse lyrics. But if you never stick your neck out, then you'll never be the greatest. You'll always be the worst at ever being famous. But if you celebrate a sunset, you gotta shiver through the darkness, get sweaty in the sunlight to be deserving of a good, good life. If you want to be an earthling, you gotta get a little dirty. You can wait until the glory to wash it all clean. If you ever want to stand out, you gotta join the crowd. But if you want to be heard, you gotta get a little loud. There's a brush fire in my belly, shady places used to be. There's nothing in my pocket with holes to let it breathe. And I know I can never really make it on my own still. I got my hat, my shoes, a cheap fifth of booze to get me where I'm going. Ain't that the way? Ain't that the way? Ain't that the way it always goes? Ain't that the way? Ain't that the way? Ain't that the way it always goes? There are problems in this world that no one wants to fix. We are here for such a short while. All we want to do is get our kicks. And I know I ain't trying any bit harder than you. Still, it's hard to empathize and see through your eyes why you're doing the things you're doing. Ain't that the way? Ain't that the way? Ain't that the way it always goes? Ain't that the way? Ain't that the way? Ain't that the way it always goes? Well, I know that I can miss you if you never go away. I never knew a good song could ever last this long. So tonight you might just have to stay. Kings have ruled kingdoms that have fallen into dust. There are heroes who wouldn't want to have anything to do with us. And I know I can make it with a little bit of love. Just you and me, babe. Just you and me, babe. Ain't that the way? Ain't that the way?
song kind of came from, people asking songs about songwriting, like, do you write the riff first or do you write the lyrics first? Which I feel like is such a pointless question. And also one where it's like, it's not always the same, The song kind of comes in waves, in parts. It's more complicated than that. So in writing this song, I wanted to explain to people where these songs come from. And so this song is called Write a Song. It's not easy to explain the inner workings and lack thereof in my brain. I got philosophers and politicians, saboteurs and executors who think what's best is better than the others. It takes a while and a whole lot of words. I know I make it easy, but it's not as simple as it looks. I got a lot of friends. They look at me and say, you got some shit you need to work on, maybe put it in a song. But what do they know? All they want is a song for them to sing along. So I guess I'll sit down and write out a tune, not just therapeutic for me, but catchy enough for you. This may be a weird analogy. It sure does seem that you're getting therapy for free, and I don't think that's really fair to me. So how does one write a verse that doesn't come out contrived and rehearsed? I guess I'll string a few together, hope the through line hits the better points to fool them into thinking I'm more thoughtful than I ever claimed to be. But where do they come from if they are not actually coming from me? But where do they come from if they are not actually coming from me? So there you go, are you happy now? I just say the universe, the rhyme, and somehow another notch in the belt. A feather in my cap, another wasted afternoon when I could have been a nap. And I could be a doctor if I apply myself better. I've got the power to heal when we sing along together. It looks like you're doing good and that I gave some good advice. I don't really need it, but a thank you would be nice. Oh, I don't really need it, but a thank you'd actually be pretty nice. Oh, I don't really need it, but a thank you'd actually be pretty nice. Oh, I don't really need it. Oh, a thank you would be nice. A thank you would be nice. Oh, a thank you would be nice. Nice. Whoa. You've been walking your whole life now, moving forward towards something new. But it's not you who built this road for you. This road's ain't yours to just pass on through. It's nothing new, all this I'm saying. For the sake of moving on, let's just pretend that this'll change it all. Everything we've ever thought. This is where the tide turns, never to return again. In this old gateway we've been seeking, it ain't a passage, it's just a gate. No, it ain't no golden archway. It's just our ego at the end of the day. It's nothing new, all this I'm saying. But for the sake of moving on, let's just pretend that this'll change it all. Everything we've ever taught. This is where the story we've told will come to an end. Take a number, little soldier. This war's not yours to win today. Lay down your rifle rather than your life now. You're an angel, but you ain't no saint. It's nothing new, all this I'm saying. But for the sake of moving on, let's just pretend. Oh, this'll change it all. Everything we've ever thought. This is where the tide turns, never to return again. And this'll change it all. Everything we've ever been taught. This is where the story we've told will come to an end. And oh, this'll change it all. Everything we've ever thought stops us in our tracks. No need to keep forward or ever turn back. It's a clarity of purpose, and the purpose is to be meaningless. And the light may have gone out, but it will burn again. And then it will go out, and it will burn again. And then it will go out, and it will burn again. Oh, then it will go out. No one expects the night to come when the sun's still in the sky. No one thinks they've won the race with no finish line in sight. No one writes just half a song and expects it to be a hit. No one gets over the hump and then decides to quit. No one's ever told you much without getting to the point. No one sets their sights on NYC and then settles on Des Moines. No one tells a story without a beginning or an end. It's the middle that's forgotten and never heard of again. Don't let me die middle-aged. Don't let me die middle-aged. I'm too young to die old and too old to die young today. Don't let me die middle-aged. Don't let me die middle-aged. The sun rises and sets as we forget about the day. Climbs up half a mountain and then decides to stop. If so, you ain't no mountain climber, boy, you've just gone for a walk. You
You hear finish what you start, and once you start, you see it through. You hear no one likes a quitter, even if that's not always true. You hear it's bitter to die young, you hear those stars burn the most bright. But you also hear a life well lived is to have lived a good long life. But you never hear those middle years are the best times to go. Once you settled with a wife and kids, man, that's the time to blow. Don't let me die middle-aged. Don't let me die middle-aged. I'm too young to die old and too old to die young today. Don't let me die middle-aged. Don't let me die middle-aged. The sun rises and sets as we forget about the day. It's how the story works. After the beginning is the middle. After the middle is the ending. It really is that simple. If you rate from best to worst, which of these you most prefer? The middle always comes in last, which is not the way it works. 'Cause no one thinks the ending comes in the middle of the book. There are so many more pages. Someday we'll have a look. What's read is in the past, and what we read is yet to come. But now's not as exciting as what we'll do or what we've done. Don't let me die middle-aged. Don't let me die middle-aged. I'm too young to die old and too old to die young today. Don't let me die middle-aged. Don't let me die middle-aged. The sun rises and sets as we forget about the day. There's just as much to do, and there's just as much to say. It's all that I have done and all that I have said. Oh, if I was more drunk, I'd talk to you. I wouldn't be scared, I'd play it smooth. Oh, I would tell a joke or two. Oh, if I was more drunk, I'd talk to you. If only I had the courage, if only I knew what to say. But I hate taking chances on sideways glances. I wouldn't know what to do anyways. Oh, if I was more drunk, I'd talk to you. I'd let you know all the things I knew, like the main exports of Kathmandu. Oh, if I was more drunk, I'd talk to you. Well, I know that my friend Jack Daniels, he'd always come through in a bind. He'd help me to fool her that I am much cooler than everyone in here perhaps that's just all in my mind. Oh, if I was more drunk, I'd talk to you. I'd charm my way into your room. We'd spend the night, wake up around. Oh, if I was more drunk, I wouldn't seem so sunk. I'd be a hunk, and with you I'd bunk. I'd talk to you. Open my mouth, tell me what to say, to keep all these bloodthirsty killers at bay. I tell you I know not what I do. I'm doing all that I can to make it back home to you. When I sign with the devil and I've sealed my fate, I'll be able to make it back home not too late. And I'll lie in my bed staring at the ceiling, thinking, goddamn, all of us sick human beings. The ballot's been cast, the race has been won, long before our species has begun. We were born too late and we'll die far too young. The finish line's close, we have nowhere to run. When the nights are too chilly and the days are too warm, and our sad, selfish ways have gone out of control, who will punish us when we've all misbehaved? Oh, where do we go to dig the world's grave? Where do we go to dig the world's grave? Open my mouth, tell me what to say, to please all these bloodthirsty dogs at the gate. Now I've done all that I said I would do, except for that one thing that I promised you. They say God has a plan, and He knows what's best. But I don't trust a man who holds his cards close to his chest. When we throw down our hands, I wouldn't be surprised to see that he had an ace hiding up his sleeve. God had an ace hiding up his sleeve. Where do we go to dig the world's grave? Where do we go to dig the world's grave? Piece of art that walks and talks, floats free along the city blocks, at home among the trees and rocks. Tonight she's sleeping under country stars. Dream your dreams, we'll dream ours. They line up every single day to hear the words you never say. They dare to dream their lives away. You could drive a full-grown man insane. Dream your dreams, will lie awake. Will lie awake. Rolling hills and crashing waves, howling wind and ground that shakes. This creaky house is bound to break. I guess it all will fade with time. Dream your dreams and all dream mine. And all dream mine. There's no fun drinking to forget good things you won't remember that haven't happened yet. Forget the past later, for now you should choose to drink to remember what drinking's like without you. So here's to the winners who know how to lose. Drink to remember what drinking's like without you. Heartache is a muscle that you can never lose. It can be broken and beaten, but your strength just to cruise. Whether it helps or hinders, you learn to push through. To drink to remember what drinking's like without you. So here's to the elders who feel brand new when they drink to remember what drinking's like without you. Oh, 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 oh. Shakespeare himself would have hated Hemingway. There's one thing they'd have in common if they'd both live today. So it's up to us to do what they choose. To drink to remember what drinking's like without you. So here's to the torture we somehow make do. When the drink to remember what drinking's like without you. So here's to the storm, and here's to the rain, and here's to the wounds, and here's to their pain, and here's to what's here, and here's to the remains of who drinks to remember, and will do again and again and again and again and again. Who drinks to remember? Open all the windows to listen to the wind blow. No need to turn on any lights. The street lamps and the headlights paint the ceilings and the walls. God damn, I love these rainy city nights, when the world outside feels tortured and abused, and you were just looking for an excuse to look this Saturday right in the eye and say, not tonight, not tonight. They say any day could be the big one, with their fingers on the button, rich boys and their toys flexing their might. All the men we've picked to lead, the ones who'll write our histories, are penning one that doesn't look too bright. When you watch the world dying on the news, and all you really need is an excuse to tune out and turn off the fight and say, not tonight, not tonight. Trying so hard to keep my head above the water, when there was never any wonder why I don't just try going under. Oh, I've been swimming through this storm most of my life, but not tonight, not tonight. At the age of 18, we hit the bar scene like a dog was a partner in crime. We drank ourselves stupid like we knew what we were doing. Finally, I felt a purpose in life. I know it sounds a little silly, we felt we were sitting pretty when we really had nothing left. But all great stories begin with no regrets. The world didn't know us yet. You're not really in a band without a drink in your hand. It's not a song without a level of sin. You always make a little cash, but it's gone in a flash, and the house, it always wins. The whiskey flows quicker and your skin grows thicker. Fame and fortune just a matter of time. They said at the rate you were headed, you shouldn't hold your breath. And the world didn't know us yet. The world didn't know us yet. Been about 3 days since we seen her face, so I started to ask around. Going on a bender wasn't that far beneath her, so I really didn't think much at the time. They found her body in the banks, down the mouth of the eel, half an hour from our motel. What the hell is she doing down there? But if the river didn't kill her, then it would have been her liver. They all said if the river didn't kill her, then it would have been her liver. Now she's sitting in a jar in her favorite bar. I never really liked drinking alone, so another whiskey rocks quarters in the jukebox. It's the only place we'd ever called home. But then with such a haze, now the good old days, and now that sun is set. We were only half joking when we'd scream out to the west. The world didn't know us yet. The world didn't know us yet. Oh, and if the river didn't kill her, then it would have been her liver. They all said if the river didn't kill her, then it would have been her liver. But that's not fair to say, 'cause that's not who we were. There's so much more to her. Can someone please explain to me how this whole music thing can make me money? Is it too much to ask that I might see a little cash for making art? Or I just want to entertain, maybe play some chords and sing and live the good life, doing what I know. Well, isn't it a pity that living in this city is the only thing that I can't afford? While I was learning scales and modes, I should have been learning how to code and join the tech world. But I can't really see me working at Airbnb, selling my soul. But does it sound so wrong that I might write a song and get paid a decent wage to bring you joy? Well, isn't it a pity that living in this city, playing music, is considered unemployed? Can someone please explain to me how money is a means to being happy? But there's no room for artistry, creativity's just a hobby for the poor. Oh, maybe I'm just lazy, immature and crazy to think that I'd never have to grow up. Well, isn't it a pity? I'm living in this city, and it's the only place I've ever really loved. Well, isn't it a pity? I'm living in this city, rent is due, and I'm totally fucked. Take all the weapons and take all the prisons. Take all the factories and tear them all down. And put all the metals back into the mountain. Put all the oil back into the ground. Take all the criminals and take all the leaders. Take all these sinners and take all these saints. Take all the people who litter these landscapes. Someday she will put us back into our place. But don't worry about tomorrow. There's time before the dawn. But I won't take long. No, I won't take long. No, I won't take long. Take all our fears and take all our dreams. Take all we laugh at for all that we scream. Take the world we've created, not the one that we're born on. How selfish that we need a reason to breathe. Take all these strong-armed bully pulpit preachers. Take the millions of followers who head towards the call. And take the ones who will sit quietly on the fringes. And take the ones who will say nothing at all. But don't worry about tomorrow. There's time before the dawn. And I won't take long. No, I won't take long. No, I won't take long. we've torched will soon lay by their side. I know deep down we're a people who just want to be happy. We are billions of people who don't want to die. Oh, but don't worry about tomorrow. There's time before the dawn. And I won't take long. No, I won't take long. No, I won't take long. And I won't take long.